understand that there's so much more that they could do with their life. You know, be inspired.
I think it does take that first initial spark when somebody either meets or sees someone doing something.
Yeah.
And then they're like, hold on a sec. Like, if someone like that can do it,
Bro.
why can't I do it?
Yep.
It's the same mentality. If I don't know if you've heard the theory of the big brother, little sister sort of thing, where, you know, the little sister always looks up to the little brother, and, you know, he can walk. If he can walk, I can walk too. And then they eventually walk, and it's the same human mentality.
Yeah.
So I think it's, like I still remember, like, the first guy that I ever saw, and he was a multi-millionaire, and he was only a few years older than me, and I was like,
Yeah. Crazy, huh? There's so many people that are our age,
legitimately.
Millions, yeah. Speaking on that note of, like, to be able to see someone doing it, and how crazy is it? Like, I always talk about with friends and family, like, to see Tuivasa,
Bam Bam,
and Bam Bam, and your good friend Tyson be out there on the world stage. You know, like, it's not just Australia.
No.
It's not just even if they were doing great on Bellator, that'd be cool, or PFL, that'd be cool too. But the UFC, like, we grew up watching that as kids. I talk to my friends all the time. We grew up watching that. We played the games. We played UFC 1 when the UFC and the sport was just growing. But and Bam Bam to be doing it the way he's doing it as well, you know, being himself. Oh man,
I love the fact that the world knows about Western Sydney.
Yeah, because they are like,
I love it. Like, Bam Bam, he couldn't. I don't think he could do it any other way but himself.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine him trying to talk proper and all that? I'm like, that's not him. Like, why would you want to be someone else?
Yeah.
He did himself. He started doing these shoeys because it's fun for him. That's what he loves to do.
He loves to party.
And he's rocked the world with it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's the best part. It's just like, it's funny seeing Americans in the crowd during the fights.
And
like,
do the shoe, and I'm like, this is normal thing. Like, this is breakfast for us.
I still wouldn't do it, but like, it's good that he's doing it. You know, like,
it's even better. You know, like 10 strangers all spit in the same shoe. Like,
that's messed up, but. Yeah, I'm so proud of those guys whenever I see them, and I'm just like, it's just so crazy, the potential that you can reach and the limits that you can reach. These guys, literally, yeah, man. And props to the boys. Shout out to Bam Bam and Tyson, and everyone, all the guys from the area that are doing big things around the world. That's why I'm saying, like, those guys would be big inspirations to these kids. That's the inspiration you should be looking up to, you know.
Literally.
That's the stuff.
I don't know if they've talked about their stories about the thing, but if you knew a lot of their things that they they had to go through as a teenager and growing up, like, you'd be amazed.